Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
All right, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
Oh my God, another week has flown right by.
Yes, it has.
And ready for another episode of Local SEO in 10.
I am all fired up. Woo!
I can understand. You told me a little bit about this topic, and I can't wait. I'm going to follow along with typing, which you can't stand, but This time I want to do it ahead of time. Right. While we're doing it, so I can share my results. Go ahead.
Okay, first, today we're going to talk about how to own more space on Google for your local business. So what that means is when you search for the name of your business on Google, so do you own every link that comes up on that first page or the first couple of pages? So why this is important is because you have to kind of picture yourself as a customer or a client who's thinking about using your service. You know, they're going to research, once they've narrowed it down, right? They're going to research the companies that they're interested in. And so if your company, if they type in the name of your company, you want to make sure that you're the only result that comes up. Right. So that way you give them unambiguous direct access to content that you control. So what that does, of course, is it guides them to pick up the phone, call you, and do business with you. Right. So sure. When you do this, when you type in your name of the business, right, that's called a branded search. And so a branded search is basically a search list results that results when you search for your business's name. And so if you want to take a second, do that right now in an incognito browser in quotes, right? So when you do that list of results, right, that'll come up there. You'll probably see, of course, your website. You might see some ads that come up even in an incognito window, especially if you're in a highly competitive industry, because Google says, hey, to your competitors, hey, if somebody types in Adam's business, make sure my business shows up. And Google goes, yeah, no problem. So you could be a keyword helping, people who with their Google ads. Anyway, after those ads, you're going to see a bunch of different links, right? You're going to see your Facebook page, your Yelp page, your Nextdoor page, a LinkedIn page, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest. These are all called foundational links. Okay. So how about you? Do you have all those?
I do. Yeah.
All right. So if you don't have those foundational links already created for your business, don't do it right now. Finish the podcast, but you're going to make that part of your to-do list. Go to LinkedIn, create a company page for your company. You should do that. Also Facebook, of course. These are all super powerful links. And there's a reason that they show up on that page one when somebody's searching for your name. So definitely Yelp, Nextdoor, like I said, YouTube, all of those. Do you know why you want all of those?
Because they all point back to our website.
That's right. They do. They all point back to your that location or that your business, right? Because you remember when we did our NAP episode, which is the name, address, phone number, they all include your name, address, phone number, website, your hours, images that you put up, all that kind of stuff. So basically, these are all places that reinforce that you're a real life, true business that's serving customers and is alive and well. So that's great for your authority. So you definitely want to have all of those. So is there any one of those that you don't have when you typed your business name, Jamie?
There is quite a few ads because my business is solar. So half the page are ads. And then
great.
Yeah. But other than that, no, all of them are solar harmonics.
Awesome. So If they aren't, if you're too busy to do this, you can go to a site like I like Legit, which is LEGIIT.com. It's a bunch of freelancers that will create these foundational pages for you. They'll, you just send them the content and then they'll create them all for you and they'll give you the logins for them, all that stuff. So they'll do it for you. And then, for, like $70 or something super cheap. But they'll do that all for you. And so then all of those ones that you see right there on that first page, if those are the ones that I want you to really pimp out, right? We want to make sure that they're fully complete. If you have a Nextdoor profile and it came up on that first page, that means Google is really paying attention to that. And by extension, so is that company. So Nextdoor knows that if you are constantly adding content to it, adding photos, adding, little posts and stuff like that, they know that you're actively trying to use their platform. They will love that too. And organically that will affect your ranking within that platform. So even if you don't have these, or if you don't have these, first step, make them. If you do have a lot of them, those are the ones on that page one that signals to you that those are super important. Google is really looking at them. And so you want to add stuff to them. You want to go back and take stuff from your website, just adding content to them consistently, once, twice a month. You want to be adding stuff to those platforms. Yeah. Make sense?
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. Pretty much all of these platforms, including Google and your Google listing, right? They run on consistent content creation because that's what their users want. And so they reward the businesses that consistently create content with user eyeballs. And that's what we want, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
That's great. All right. So another thing you want to add to all these, of course, is your description. You can probably create that. Probably go back in another episode. We talked about how to do that. Photos from your website or all that stuff. For your images, when we go look at your website. So these will also show up. Sometimes in results, you'll see a bunch of images from your business. So you want to make sure that those are all from your business. So how do we make that happen?
Well, you have it on your website.
Yes. And you title them the name of your business, like your logo. So Jamie's business is Solar Harmonics. So the name of his logo should be Solar Harmonics logo. Oh. Yay. So that way it shows up correctly. If somebody types in Solar Harmonics logo, it doesn't show your competitors. Sure. Right? This is kind of a sneaky way of trying to get in front of somebody. But make sure that all of your images on your website are titled correctly and that they have those alt tags that are titled correctly. And then another way to get on that first page of Google another thing that can come up are called featured snippets. So we've talked about those before. So if I type in the name of my business, you can have from your website an FAQ page, and those FAQs, those frequently asked questions, you can put them on your homepage and then put them in an accordion so they're kind of hidden, and put them on FAQ schema, which we've talked about before, and that will turn into a featured snippet when somebody looks for your name.
Sure.
So that's also super cool. So these are all ways that are all ways that you can control and dominate that first page of Google for your business.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, really doable.
I hear you clicking around. So what do you got for me?
I am actually looking up the Straight Talk Solarcast podcast.
Okay.
And seeing there. Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that is. Why is it impressive?
Well, it's interesting to see all of the different sites that are referring back to it. Mm-hmm. And it's probably listed on 12 different platforms.
Yeah. Podcasts are really powerful. We've talked about, if you're in a business that could use a podcast, that's Jamie just discovered one of the reasons is because once that content goes out, like even this episode, it'll go out and it will be syndicated and put on tons of different places. So that's and a lot of them are very, very powerful websites to get links on. So yeah, definitely another reason to do your podcast.
Yeah, this is insanity.
There you go. I'm glad I sensitized you a little to this. So then the ones that, like I said, just to recap, the ones that you already have, start adding stuff to them,
Sure.
Yelp, Nextdoor, like I said, LinkedIn, all these places, even Twitter. You're not going to get direct business from them, but they do support you on that first page of Google. And so when someone does search for your business, if there are other businesses with similar sounding names, yours will dominate that first page. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It works.
Great.
It works. All right. That's all I got.
All right. Well, that's interesting to even check it out once in a while to see what's happening.
Yeah. It is.
Awesome.
Great.
All right. Well, that's great information, Adam. And hopefully, if you are a business owner, you found this also helpful. Make sure to leave a 5-star review and make sure to like the podcast wherever you listen to it. The more our audience grows, the more people will learn about how to make use of Google and get their business found. And it's even more important this time of our century after exiting COVID. But yeah, it's fantastic. So that's really great. And
awesome.
Yep. So we will talk to you. Oh, and also, if Adam mentioned, you can go back and search for the podcast. Any topic that you can think of we've probably talked about it.
That's right.
And if not, then feel free to message us on our Facebook page or our LinkedIn page, Local SEO in 10, and then we will get back to you. And hopefully it'll be a topic for another podcast.
Cool. Thanks a lot, everybody.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.